What is up, everybody? It's 570 Gaming here, and I'm going to be talking over some Black Ops 6 gameplay. However, this one's kind of not about Black Ops, however, gaming in general. When you think of the glory days of gamings, I bet you instantly think of the later 90s, mid 2000s. I bet none of you are like, oh yeah, we're in the glory days now. Now, why is this? Why do games not feel like they used to? Why do we come home at night just to stare at our game library and not really pick anything? Are the games just that much worse now? Or are we just not the same anymore? Well, let's break it down into two parts to see whose fault it really is. So let's scrutinize the games. So this is a simple answer, right? With the massive budgets and breakthroughs in technology, it's obvious it's not the game's fault, right? It couldn't be. So many millions more games out there. Games are coming out in beautiful 4K, or games can be running at 1080, 1440p at 100, 200 frames if you're on a PC. They still play very good on consoles. So this should in turn make for a lot smoother gameplay. But it doesn't feel that way, does it? Every game we load into and stare at, it's just unimpressive. It almost feels like a job to have to play them. Well, games nowadays have a dark side, and it's scary. Games of old were forced to come out as is, full and complete at launch, no patches every day or DLCs every few months. Games became big because they were bought and enjoyed by millions just for the pure heart put into making the games completed. Games were polished and harshly tested. New games are built purely how to gain as many microtransactions as possible. And most importantly, they were simple. You didn't need to Google to make a Call of Duty loadout, and now you do. Now, is it all the game's fault? Let's dive in. We are technically the same person we were when we used to game, just a little bit older, right? We've been gamers long before it was cool and mainstream. That fire still burns inside us, craving that new adventure. Well, this isn't exactly true. Let's take a normal Wednesday afternoon in fall 2009. You had a long day of school, get home, rush through your homework, just so you can turn on your Xbox or PS3 and launch a new big game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You invite your friends over, you invite your friends to the party, and just have fun. That's it. That's all you cared about. That's how simple our brains used to be. But that's not your typical day no more, is it? You get up, you go to a job that you probably dislike because you don't have a choice. Then when you come home, you take care of family matters, make sure everything is taken care of, spending time with your children, wife, girlfriend, whoever it may be that you love. And finally, everyone is in bed and it's game time. You are mentally drained. Your mind won't stop thinking about bills or thoughts of any kinds of self-doubt. Was I too strict on my child today? Was I actually rude to my wife? So you try and zone out and just want to play one game. Well, if the game you want to play has an update, just check that off the list, because there's no time to update and play tonight, because it's probably going to be like 30, 40 gigs big. So you look at your library, I've beat this game is pay to win, Call of Duty is over complexed and I can't focus, this game is so glitchy I can't play it. After this fight, you end up getting off or finding a game you don't really want to play, but it's like a job, I have to play something, right? This normally ends bad. I've said all that to say, are games really that bad now? The true answer is, well, no, but they are a long shot from the games we had so much fun enjoying in our childhood years. So is it really us? Well, kinda, yeah. Our priorities in life have changed, and although the craving for games will always be in our hearts, we have new top priorities to now come first. So, this is my opinion. Let me know in the comments section below what you think. Do you think it's more on the games just not being as polished as they used to be? Or do you feel that we have kind of lost our love for gaming that we used to have with all these priorities changing and everything like that? If you enjoy this kind of content, the not as lifestyle, let me know by hitting that like button and hit that subscribe if you want to see more content to come. I'm going to let the end of this Black Ops 6 game play out here. I ended up going 55 and 23. not too shabby. This was actually my first game back on in like a month and a half. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And without any further ado, have an awesome day, guys. Peace out.
$23.
55
I almost
and
made
23.
48-21.
I was fourth.